the water starts to flow. To show that the plate is a flat surface, then water flow on the flat surfaces. Thank you. Yes, from Laurentia. Thank you for everyone. Now, the next one, I take a strip of newspaper. Here is it. Then I dip it in the water. Then I'm going to take this paper and put it in the sun. Then someone will go out and put it in the sun for me. It's in the sun. Go and put it in the sun. Then it will come back in the next examination. Now, number 2. Now I'm having oil here. This is oil. I'm having oil. Then we do the same. I'm going to pour oil in another cup. Here is another cup. Then I pour the oil inside. I do the same thing. Here is the oil. Now I'm going to smell it. It smells like oil. It smells like animal meat. Yes, this oil is smelly. Then number 2, can you put the finger through the oil? Then I can. What does the finger feel when it feels slippery. It feels slippery because the oil is very slippery. Now, does the same amount poured stay the same? Then if I can pour it into another cup, then the amount will stay the same. To show that the oil is a liquid, it will have the same quantity, even if you put it from one container to another. Now, I can pour it into a plate. The same applies to the water. Now I'm pouring it into the plate. Then I pour it in on the plate. Then it flows like the water, but it flows very slowly. Then I'm done with the liquid. Now I'm going to take the newspaper. Then I put it in the oil. Then somebody will take it in the sun for me, so that it dries. Now the last one. The last questions. What do you notice about the mixture of oil and water? Now I take the oil and water and mix them together. The oil, here is the oil, here is the water. Now I'm going to mix this oil with the water to see what happens. Do you see what happens? Did the oil mix with the water? Let me try to stir this oil and water. Now let's see. Did they mix? Did the oil and water mix? No, the table. Thank you, Clan. Thank you, everyone. Yes, no, it doesn't mix. That is correct. Oil and water doesn't mix. Now, we can go and collect the strips to check which one will dry earlier than the other. Then I want to know, what is the process that happens to the water and oil, which is put in the sun for it to dry? What do you call that process? Do you know that process? Can anybody answer me? Do you know the process of making the paper which was wet dry? Okay. Laurentia? Okay, you don't know. All right, that process is called evaporation. Evaporation is when the water changes from a liquid state into gas state, meaning it is going to evaporate outside. Now, that is all. Now, let me go to the next slide. Yes, what we have learned is that liquids are things that can flow. That is the first thing that you must know. Number 2, molecules of a liquid are close together. Number 3, molecules of a liquid move past each other. There are small spaces between the molecules. Liquids take the shape of a container, and liquids are visible. Liquids change their shape as per container. Those are the things that you must know for today. I repeat again, liquids are things that can flow. Number 2, molecules of liquids are close together. Number 3, molecules of liquids move past each other. Number 4, small spaces between liquids. Number 5, liquids take the shape of a container. Number 6, liquids are visible, you can see them. The last one is liquids change their shape as per container. That is the last thing. Now, let me go to the next part. And I'm going to do a trick for you in front of you because I want to surprise you. I want a small trick so that you do it at home to your parents. But please make sure your parents are there when you do this trick. I'm going to pour water into this container. You see what I'm doing? I'm pouring the water inside. Now, after pouring this water up to the brim, I'm going to take a piece of paper and put it on top of this water. Now here is the paper, you see, and I put it on top. Then I put it on top. Then I'm going to put the water upside down to see what is going to happen. It's upside down. You notice what happens? Does it spill? Does this water spill? Oh, I can put the phone under here. It's very dry. What is happening? Yes, I can give you the explanation. It's very simple. It means water sticks to surfaces. Water can stick to surfaces. Water can stick on the surfaces. Meaning if you put water on this type of surface, it is going to stick. It don't stick like a glue. It will just stick here on the surface. So it means water can stick. Now the next trick that I'm going to do to you, here is it. This is another liquid. I've just poured the water inside this tube, and here is this cylinder. Is the syringe for the injection, and here is another syringe for the injection. Now there is water inside. There is water inside this thing. You can do it at home. It's very simple. Now let's see what happens when I push this one. Look what happens. I push this one, then I push this other one. Look. The other one goes up. Then I push this one. The other one goes up. You see? You see, the other one goes up. This is an example of a material, a mechanics they use on the car brakes. When your dad puts on the pedal for the brake, then this one connects to the wheel so that it doesn't move. That is what happens when your dad is driving the car and apply the brakes. Then look, that is what happens. Inside there is water. It's only water here. There's nothing else. It's only water. So you can do it at home. It's very simple, so that you can become engineers in the future. So this shows that water cannot be compressed. You cannot compress the water. You cannot compress liquids. That's why even brake fluid, they put inside the tubes in the car. Then your dad's driving the car, and a pedal inside, then it goes like that. That is what it does. Now I'm having another one. It's a bit tricky, this one. Here is a cup. Here is a cup. There is a cup. You see this cup? Now I'm going to fill it with water. And when I fill it with water, we are going to start singing. Then after the song, you'll see what will happen. Now I fill it with a bit of water, not too much. Yes, the water is inside this cup. There is water, remember, there is water in the cup. And I've poured a lot of water in this cup. Now let's start singing. Let's start singing. I want to give you a song for today. I want to give you a song for today about lipids. Let me start my song. 1, 2. I just want to tell you now, all the liquids flow, all the molecules in the pretty close. I just want to tell you now, all the liquids flow, all the molecules in the pretty close. They flow high to low, incompressible, Dick shape, no, they flow high to low, incompressible. Dick shape, no. Now you remember I filled the water inside here. Ne? Now let me take my phone and fill the water on the phone. You remember there is water here, ne? There is water here, ne? Now bring the phone. Somebody will bring the phone. Look, now here is the phone and here is the water. I must spill on the phone. Look what is happening. Did you see water spilling? Where is the water? Where is the water? Where did it go? Now, do you see it's no longer water. You see, it's no longer water. It have changed. It have changed to something else. What did I do? What did I just do? What did I just do? Now let me explain to you what I did, né? So that you can do a trick to somebody else. That is a trick. Say, okay, that is a trick. I just put in the material inside the baby diaper. You know the baby diaper. Then I take I take some grains inside. I put it in this cup. Then it absorbs all the water. It absorbs all the water. Thereafter, then when I change it like that, you don't see the water spilling because it changed into a solid. Look, it's now like this. It's no longer the water. That is how the baby diaper works. It absorbs all the water that's and the poop from the baby. So now, thank you for joining me today. Tomorrow is going to be more interesting because tomorrow I am going to do something else. Now, what I want from you now is for you to revise what we did before. Let us sing the song first. Let us sing the song first before we go. And then so that tomorrow we remember what liquids are. Number 1, 1, 2. I just want to tell you now, all the liquids flow, all the molecules in the pretty close. I just want to tell you now, all the liquids flow, all the molecules in the pretty close. They flow high to low, incompressible, Dick shape, no. You can sing it so that you remember the properties of a liquid. That is what you can do. Let us revise it the way I did it in the beginning. I bring back my system here. Now, let me remind you again about those properties, which you must know. Liquids are things that can flow, number 1. Number 2, when liquid is poured into a container, it takes the shape of a container. That's number 2. Number 3, the molecules in the liquids have enough space for them to flow over one another, like washing the hands. That is how the molecules flow. The next one is that there are still enough molecules in a liquid. You can clearly see the liquid because the molecules are a bit closer to each other, so they are able to be seen, all liquids. If you spill it on the floor, it will take the shape of the floor. That is all about liquids. So today it was interesting. I liked it. Tomorrow I want to give you a test. For those who are not here, they can watch a video on YouTube and remind themselves of what we did. Tomorrow I'm giving you the test for the things that we did this week. So I love you all. Please stay at home. Keep safe. Don't roam around the street. Thank you, Fortunate. Thank you, Tebazo. Thank you, Victoria, for coming. Thank you, Tico. Bye-bye. Thank you, everyone, Letabo. Thank you, Kaki. Thank you, Kailan. Bye-bye. And then I would like to be with you next time. And then bye-bye and keep safe. Stay away from the virus. Stay away from the germs. Please don't play on the streets. Just read your books, liquids. Thank you. Bye-bye.
We will be opening the mics now for questions.
Yes, the mics for questions. Thank you.
If you have questions, you can just raise your hand and then we will open your mic so that you can be able to communicate with the teacher.
Yes, thank you. I can communicate with them. Laurentia, what is your question? Is there any question from the participants? Hello? Hello? I'm still online. I'm still. Oh, you don't have a question? Laurentia, a question? Oh, what is a liquid? Liquids are things that flow. All things that flow are called liquids. You don't have a question? Okay, no, thank you. If nobody has a question, I thank you. Maybe you enjoyed the lesson, I don't know. Or should I repeat my experiments here? Maybe you need some more interesting tricks about liquids. Oh, thank you. No, thank you, bye-bye. No, I love you, Sharp. It seems no question from my participants. They are satisfied today. Then tomorrow, I do the guesses, and then I'm also going to be doing the tests with them. I'll give you a test for things that we did this week so that when you return back to your normal school, you'll show them that you were busy learning. Thank you, bye-bye. Thank you. Yes. Okay, bye, Dylan. Dylan, thank you, bye. Thank you for being a part of this lesson, and I love you all.